What's going on, everybody? This is Penn, and welcome back to the channel. Okay, so this is a Samsung S90D in a 42-inch size. And this video is going to be showcasing some games. And I'm going to bring up my menu here. You see it's 4K, VR, 144 Hertz. I just don't have HDR turned on. So I'm going to show you what I did here. I'll right click and go to the NVIDIA control panel. All right, I'm gonna drag this over. Right now, it's detecting my Samsung S90D. That's this one highlighted, and then the LG is my secondary monitor. When you're in the change resolution under display, you wanna look for HDMI, HDTV, and when it comes to resolution, you just wanna be under the PC side, which is right here. And you want to do 3840 by 2160 and refresh rate 144 Hertz. Now it gives you the option of 120 and 100, but you're really paying for 144 Hertz. So you want to get that selected. All right. And then with the NVIDIA color settings, you want your desktop to be at highest 32-bit, your output color depth to be 10 BPC, RGB for the color format, and then output dynamic range full. Then after that, you can hit apply. All right, and then there you go. Now, in order to bring up variable refresh rate or VRR, you're going to go into the setup G-Sync side. You're still under display, and you're going to enable G-Sync, G-Sync compatible, and enable for full screen mode. Some people do enable for windowed and full screen mode. Usually you can experiment with the both of these. I just have mine for full screen, but feel free to do what you want to do with your panel and your technology. And then Samsung S90D is not a G-Sync certified television, but it does support FreeSync Premium Pro, I recall. And FreeSync displays work with NVIDIA hardware. So they go hand in hand. And basically what it is that it's going to be giving you the best possible visuals with the lowest possible latency and no screen tearing. That's the whole point in this. You want to enable settings, and then boom. Now, manage 3D settings, how I have this set up here, is pretty simple. Low latency mode is on. Vertical sync is on in the control panel, but V-Sync is off in game. And I'll be showcasing that as well later in the video. To turn on HDR, you're going to right click, go to display settings. And I'm going to drag this over right that. I'm going to find my main monitor, and you want to turn on HDR. So I'm going to turn it on. And then boom. And let me see. Now, I've been experimenting with some different profiles. That will come in a later video. I've heard that this does not have the peak brightness that the LG will have at this size. So I'm just experimenting. I'm hearing different ones, 500 nits, 600 nits. Heck, the C2 was 700 nits, give or take. But I'm experimenting with this myself. So that's still a work in progress. And let me bring up my menu here. As you can see, HDR is on. So let me go into the settings here, show you the HDR stuff. Sharpness for 10 for PC is standard, so leave that alone. For color, I can do 25. I'm gonna bump that back a bit. Tint, I'll do G1. Contrast enhancer, no, want that off. Static for the HDR tone mapping. Color tone, I want, I like warm too, because it brings back the most warm feeling to the color, if that makes sense. It's just playing with, you know, if you want a more contrasty look, things like that, which I wouldn't mind doing that actually. Kind of like that look. I'll leave mine like that. You got native, you can do color booster. And that's one of the things about this Samsung TV. You got color boosters in this. So you can see, you know, you can get some real interesting colors going on. You're probably not seeing it through the camera, but you see a clear difference in real life. It just gives you that boost. And you can have it. So I'm going to do auto. And then I'm going to give the color a boost like that low. Peak brightness. We're in HDR. So you want that set to high. And that's generally my settings. Like I said, this isn't calibrated. This isn't me looking up nobody's settings. This is my HDR settings as of right now. In the previous video, when I ran the retail mode, the demo content, it did reset the settings in the TV. So I had to go back and like dial it back in. Now I'm gonna back out of that. And look, HDR, UHD, VRR, 144 Hertz, boom. And we are ready to go. All right. So I'm going to fire up Steam. I am shooting this content after hours and I'm on another work vacation. So I got some time to do this. Let's see here. We'll do a fighter and a shooter, just so we can save some time here. Let me do up Steam big picture mode. All right. So first thing we're going to do here is Tekken. I'm going to give you a fighting game example. And then we'll move on to like Marvel Rivals, something like that. So moving the camera a bit. And once again, any glowing is by my camera. OLEDs do not have that blooming effect, just so you're aware. And the reflections are not that apparent in real life. Just so you know, that's all my smartphone. Once I get a better camera, you know, things would make a lot more sense in terms of displaying it this way. All right, let me turn that down a bit. Why not do a rank match? You know, I'll do a quick match. You know, if I get my tail whooped, so what? Hopefully I don't. So I'm just going to be giving you my impressions on the latency, you know, when I'm playing a fighting game online against someone else. That's all. The colors are beautiful. Like, I have a quantum dot OLED. Actually in this same space. And when I'm looking at this TV, I don't feel like I'm missing out on much, to be quite honest with you. 42 inches brings another level of immersive as well, because when you're at a desk, you have like a bigger display that's right by you, and it makes more sense from the size to viewing distance. Like sitting 3 to 4 feet away from a 42 inch versus sitting at 5 feet away from a 77 inch. I mean, you'll be getting a different level of clarity and you know, overall motion. You know, it just looks cleaner on a smaller display. All right, I'm waiting for someone. Still waiting. Hopefully I can find somebody. You know, it's not even like that late. It's early in the morning, but still. All right, we got somebody. The match has been denied. For what? You don't even know who I am. Oh, man. Checking connection quality. We got somebody on Wi-Fi.
Get ready for the next battle.
Oh, Stormy. Okay. All right. You know, we got a real live opponent here. The colors are beautiful. And I can rock with this. I mean, what you doing? Let's go. Look at that. Uh-oh. Got that. Come on. KO. First round to me. So what you doing? Just grab her again. All right, I just got to win one more time for this. Gotcha. Good night. I'll add that to the replay. Now, this person may want a rematch. If they honor that, I'll honor it as well. So you see, I'm already rated up. So what's their move? All right, they wanted to cancel. All right, so that's fine. You gotta respect that. You know, maybe they gotta go back to the lab or, you know, do some practice moves. Who knows? I know when I get my tail whooped, I'm thinking about what I can do to improve and whatnot. I'm an eliminator. you know, so I'm not that far up in the ranks, but I'm at a decent level. You know, I can hold my own. Okay, so I'll go to the next game. I'm going to pause the video just so it's not being too drawn out, if that makes sense. All right, so this is some Marvel Rivals. Punisher is my main. I haven't put that much time into the game only because I've been doing my single player stuff. So this is sort of like something that I play casually on the side of my story content, if that makes sense. Let me see if I can turn this down. You can see the VRR is working. It goes up to 144 hertz. I'm gonna turn that down. And if you look, you see that hertz is constantly changing. So that lets you know VRR is working properly. All right. And I'm just going to tell you, like, the input latency on this television is very low. It feels very smooth. It feels very good, you guys. Not even joking. But that's what the OLED technology is expected to deliver. So when you're playing something competitive and you want that visual fidelity, OLED panels is where it's at. And then there's levels to panels. So you just go from there. Got my first elimination. All right. And I like Punisher because Punisher is easy to use. I can go in and sweep if I need to. I can play a little defense with this character. And just overall, it's just a nice game to test the variable refresh rate and up to 144 hertz on this TV. It doesn't take much to get to that point for this type of game. It's the easy demo material. Come back. Yep, there we go. Now you notice when I'm playing this, there's no VRR flickering, there's no blackouts. You know, when it came to my LG C2, when I turned on G-Sync/VRR, you know, I would have some issues, and it got worse with the firmware updates. But that was one of the main reasons why I decided to update the firmware in the first place, was due to the VRR flickering. And then when it came to these Samsung panels, I don't update them at all. I run them out of the box, and they work. they really work. So it is one of those things to where it's going to depend on panel by panel what firmware version you're going to be on, and you know how you're going to be utilizing a television. Five streak. Gotcha. Who's next? Uh-oh. All right, got something going on there. All right. Gotcha. Gotta be on your P's and Q's against this Punisher. Well, at least against my Punisher, that is. I don't know about everybody else. All right. So we just gotta keep up the momentum at this point. That's all. Be careful. Be careful. 10 KO streak. Dang, I'm on a roll. I don't know. I was sweeping up like that. And definitely for competitive playing, this is definitely going to be like my go-to television. Like, no doubt. Depending on what you're doing, you know, if you want to start live streaming or if you want to have a dual PC setup, this could be your main TV just for that. Because it can do that. It can play the games. It allows you to just play the games with little to no issues based off in my experience. Caught him lacking. Caught him lacking again. Oh. Caught him lacking again. 15 kill streak. Come on, y'all. 15 kill streak. Victory. Y'all know what's up, man. They should have gave me MVP in the game. You did? Alright, 15 zip. Y'all see that? Pin. You did? You dig? And that's just how we gonna do it. All right. So hope y'all enjoyed the gaming demo part of this video. Earlier I showed Tekken 8. You know, got me a dub in that, and I got an upvote from one of my team members in the game, so that's always a good thing. And then I finish it off with Marvel Rivals. If you're used to like hero shooters, things like Overwatch, you know, if you play or experience Concord, things like that, is in that genre. Paladins, even is in that genre. You know, heroes type shooters. Fun game. Definitely gonna be putting some more time into it in between my single player games in my own time. And this, in my opinion, this is definitely a viable option when it comes to televisions within a range of 42 inches and 48 inches for a panel. LG is not the only viable panel, or Sony isn't the only viable panel. This was also on sale alongside the LG C4, and then it's up to the consumers to make their educated purchase decision. But I'm just going to show y'all the options as I discover them and as I have a need for them, and I'm going to present the content as such on my platform. All right, so if you have any sort of video requests or any comments, questions, concerns, feel free to let me know down in the comment section. And until next time, peace out. Thank you for watching and take care. Deuces.